Good morning, fellow and future weirdos of the flock. Welcome to my party pen. Keep your shoes on. Press the like button on your way to get keep other people alive juice. Oh, it's right here. I'm so retarded. Okay. Keep other people alive juice. Stop and get some. There's two kinds of sugars. There's protein powder, there's a blender, and there's two kinds of milk. There's powdered milk and regular milk. Just be careful with the regular milk because that shit's like fucking $5 a gallon. And it's $5 a gallon, and I don't have $5 to buy a new one right now. Because listen, let me tell you what happened. I won a chance to go on the TV lottery. Well, I won $500. Then I won a chance to go on the TV lottery. Then I told everybody I knew I was going to be on the TV lottery. Then I realized I don't have an ID. So then I started telling people, listen, we got to go get my ID so I can win the TV lottery. Okay. And then I never got my ID. nobody ever took my Nobody ever took me to get my ID. So I did not win the TV lottery. I didn't even get drawn in the raffle. And I don't know if it's because the universe knows nobody's going to take me to get an ID. So maybe I didn't win the TV lottery because nobody took me to get my ID. So maybe God was like, I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not even because nobody wants to take you to get your ID. So you're not even gonna win. I don't know that to be true. I don't even know if they're connected. But I did not win the TV lottery and I never got an ID. And it took me 2 months for me to get my mom to send me my birth certificate to get an ID. Took me 2 months to get her to do that. Oh God. And I still don't have an ID. And I still didn't win the TV lottery. And it's like I was wondering in my head, well, I've won the $500 lottery. I want a chance to be on the show. So I know God likes me. So why wouldn't I win the lottery? Because in my head, it's like, I think, well, if I just had some money, I could just pay everybody to be nice to me because nobody is fucking nice to me. Because I'm all disabled and I'm all crippled and I can't do anything. You know, it's not like I could play golf. My arm doesn't work. Well, my arm does work, kind of. I can write with it. And I can sweep and I can fold laundry. I can do very minimal things with my arm. So people get really aggravated because my leg is the same way and I just randomly fall. I'm supposed to be wearing a little red thing that says fall risk. That's why I'm not supposed to be walking in the street by myself because I'll just randomly fall into a car. I am not even joking about that. That is a real life thing that that happens. Oh God. See, like I skirt death all the time. You think maybe I would win the lottery because death keeps trying to kill me. Well, actually, what I think it is it's not death that's trying to kill me. I think death is just bored and fucking around with me because I am an easy target. Because I don't take anything serious. So maybe that's what it is. That death and God are like, okay, let's have fun. Let's see how long we can make her suffer, and then we'll make her rich. But I guess it's kind of hard to make me suffer because I don't take anything too serious. So maybe that's what it is. But I wish I could have won the TV lottery, man, because I really could have. I could have paid everybody's stuff off, right? Uh, m- Dustin and the kidses and my neighbors. I could have paid for everything and then run off to Oregon. That was my plan. Still my plan. If I win the lottery, that's still my plan. I'm going to fix up my block and my neighbors' houses, right? That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm running off to Oregon. And I don't know which of my neighbors I would take with me, but I would take one of them, but they're all really sick. And I don't know because I'm really sick too. So neither one of us will be taken care of very well. Mm, maybe I need to rethink that part. All right. All right. All right. I don't know why I told you that. Maybe because I want to know. Like, does me not having an ID and the TV lottery, is that why I didn't win the TV lottery? Well, I could have won the TV lottery if they would have drew my name. So, do you think them not drawing my name has something to do with me not having an ID? I mean, I even changed my Facebook. Like, I took my picture off of Trump off my Facebook and my little background that says, instead of I see dead people, it says I see Jews. I took that off. But then I realized and I found out my Facebook is private and my Facebook says I'm a man. So maybe they didn't even see my Facebook because it says I am a man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they didn't even look at my Facebook. I do have an Instagram, but that's just my wild ass videos. That's usually that. I think that is the only thing on Instagram is my Bible videos. What else? I think that's it. I don't have a Snapchat. Do you think my Gab is? I should see if my Gab is private. Maybe that's what they saw when they looked me up if I won. They saw my Gab profile. But my heading isn't bad, and my picture is me. And my little background picture is something about the Morgan walk ins. Anyway, anyway, I'm retarded, and I wanted to win the lottery because that could have done some good for my neighborhood. Because I would have built a house next door and just moved in. It would have been a way smaller house. It would be a way smaller house. And Dustin would be so aggravated with it. But I would just build him a big garage. Like, you want big shit, fine, have a garage. But I'm the one that's got to learn how to clean. We're getting a smaller house. Oh, I would have built a smaller house on my block. and I would have fixed my neighbor's siding, my other neighbor's roof, my other neighbor's front yard. Yeah, that's what I would have did. And Dustin would have been so mad at me. Stop giving all the money away all the time. This is why you can't have a bank account or a bank card. You can't have no money because you'll give it all away. uh, and that is a real life thing. Because every time I get money, I want to give it away. I want to say I see somebody and they want something, and it's like, oh, I got the money for that. Let's go do it right now. And Dustin's like, no, stop doing that because you got to take care of yourself first. If you give all your money to somebody as soon as you get your money, you can't even pay your own bills. So stop giving your money away. But you know what? The boy freak Kelso does the same thing. He does. That's why they got to take his bank card too. Because he'll just buy random people online video games. Like, oh, you want a bit of video game? Oh, I got the money for that. Don't even worry about it. They got to take his bank card too. And he has to have an allowance. I have to have an allowance. I spend my allowance on Vimeo, which turns out that's why my videos won't upload on BitChute because BitChute does not upload original copies. So aggravating and annoying, really. Anyway, this is my party pet. I'm Nikki K the Great. Sorry for the soliloquy of whatever the fuck that was that just happened. But I kind of feel bad because now I can't save my neighborhood. I should have won the TV lottery. They should have got me my ID. I feel like if I had an ID, I would have won the TV lottery. So I gotta try again, but with an ID this time. Because at the first time I ever played the lottery in my whole life with my own money and my own numbers, I won. And then, and then, with the winnings, I bought another ticket. Well, I still had the money, right? I still had some money, but I took a little bit of it, and I bought a ticket, and I won an opportunity to go on the TV show. And I did not have an ID, and I could not get one because nobody would take me to get one. So then I didn't win the TV lottery. So sad. Because I had a plan. I would have fixed all my neighbors' houses. Or, attempted to, you know, give them some money to help them fix their houses. That's what I would have did. And then I would have built a house next door in the lot where the crackheads hang out. And then I would have put an electric barbed wire fence in my backyard so these motherfuckers quit coming from hanging out at the steel mill and walking through my backyard leaving trash. I would have electrified that whole fucking fence. But that's illegal. Don't do that. That is illegal. And there are way too many trees to set people on fire back there. So don't do that. I'm gonna get a giant ass dog and then fuck those guys. I'll let my dog eat them. But I'm not allowed to have a dog. Because Dustin says, there's no use for a dog. It's like, but it'll be loving. It'll be so great. And then it'll eat the bums on the backyard. He's like, There's no bums in the backyard. It's like there is bums in the backyard. I saw him, but he said no. Did I introduce myself? I'm Nikki K, and I apologize for whatever the fuck that was. Okay, so we are going on to chapter 11, and this is after Moses has been kicked out of the Pharaohs because the Pharaoh said, I'm going to kill your face. And then Moses was like, have fun with God, motherfucker. And then walked away. All right, finally, chapter 11. And the Lord said to Moses, I will bring one more plague upon Pharaoh and Egypt, and then he will let you go. He shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. He's going to take all y'all, all three tribes. Okay. Now, tell, ask all the people of Egypt for various items. You're going to rob the shit out of them and they're going to love you for it. Okay. And the Lord gave the peeper? And the Lord gave the vampires favor in the sight of, hold on, in the sight of the Egyptians. The man, Moses, was very great in Egypt in the sight of Pharaoh's servants and in the sight of the people. So he made Moses like a god in the sight of the people, not the Pharaoh. Listen, I don't know. And Moses said, listen, God said, about midnight will I go into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn. Okay, so this is Passover. Okay, this is February. I believe Passover is in February, February 15th. I believe. Don't quote me because I'm not exactly sure. I don't pay attention to Jew days. Well, it's not exactly true. The calendar tells you when Jew days are, but I don't keep a calendar and I barely fucking know what time it is. Because again, it's not my computer and it doesn't tell the real time. So I never know what time it is. Ever. So I'm pretty sure Passover is February 15th. But do not quote me. If you know the real date, please comment it. And also, we're on a grading system. Grade every episode A through E. Because it'll be great. So make sure you comment the grade of this episode in the video comments on the video platform. I highly appreciate the grades. So A through E on the video commenting or whatever. And also tell me what day is Passover because I believe it's February. I think February 15th. Okay. So, where am I at in life? Okay. And all the firstborn shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh unto the firstborn of the maidservant, all the firstborns of the beast, every of the beast, the firstborn of the beast and the people, except for the Israelites, the vampires. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it then or before. Bleh. before or after. Okay. But against any of the vampires shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that you may know that the Lord does put a difference between Egyptians and Israel. And all these your servants shall come down to me and bow themselves to me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow you. And after that I will go out. And he went from Pharaoh in a great anger. I thought he was in Egypt. What the fuck? So he told the Pharaoh, Good day, sir. I'm very angry. And the Lord said to Moses, Pharaoh will not listen to you because I need my wonders multiplied in all of Egypt. And Moses and Aaron said all these things before Pharaoh without him killing your face. Listen. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart that he would not let the vampires go from Egypt. Okay, here we go. Chapter 12. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna pause right here. Oh my god. I'm the worst ever. Listen, I have no friends, so you're my friend. So, yay. We're gonna pause right here, okay? And we're gonna get a refill. We're gonna go pee. We're gonna repack the bowl and we're gonna smoke a cigarette and go check these water jugs in the backyard. Did I tell you? Okay, it's been raining for a couple days, so I took some empty cat litter containers, the jugs, not the bins. Anyway, I took those and put them outside so I could collect rainwater to water my plants with rainwater instead of regular water because I'm a fucking weirdo and I thought it might be better. Anyway, we're about to go check those also and see maybe if they collected water. The first time I did this, they did not. So, we're gonna go check them and we will be right back. Get a refill and go pee. All right, chapter 12. Haha, we have such a good time. Oh, yeah, the drugs did not collect water. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't collect water. It was raining. It's the second time. Jugs don't catch water when it rains. I don't know, but they did not collect water. So I'm stuck doing it the hard way. Fuck. All right, chapter 12. And the Lord told Moses and Aaron, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. So is this in January? I thought it was in February. Okay. 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 We're just gonna go with it. I guess it's in January. Should we look it up? Hold on. Let's Google. Okay. When is Passover? Evening of Monday, April 22nd to the evening of Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. Okay, so Passover is in April. So their beginning of the month is like when spring happens. So you kill all the babies in springtime? That's terrible. That's that's what is this? Listen, no babies in the springtime. I guess I'm thankful all my kids were born in the fall. Did I tell you about that before? Listen, let me tell you. Kelso and I are Scorpios. He's October 26th and I'm November 10th. Dustin and Supersonic are both Libras. She was born October 1st and he was born September 27th. It is the weirdest combination. It's two Libras and two Scorpios. ah, and we're both different. Kelso and I were different Scorpios for sure. He's the quiet one. Can you guess which one I am? And the Libra is the same way. Supersonic is the loud one, and Dustin is the quiet one. Oh, I feel so bad for my house. Okay, okay, listen. No babies in the springtime. Um, speak to the congregation of the vampires, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb a house. And the household, and if the household be too little for a lamb, let him and his neighbor next, so his next door neighbor, take it according to the number of the souls. Every man to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, male of the first year. Ye shall take it from the sheep or the goat, and keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of the vampires shall kill it. In sorry, I don't know. This tracheotomy thing is stupid sometimes. The whole so all the vampires kill it in the evening and take the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorposts of the houses. And then they're going to eat it. So take half here and half here and see, but that's the thing is everybody's like, put an X of blood on your door. I think it was you outline your door with blood. So you outline your doorway with blood, and they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Is that cilantro? Because that shit tastes like dish soap. Listen, Dustin told me that's something in your DNA. Like, that's a quirk in your DNA if cilantro tastes like dish soap. So, do you have to eat dish soapy lamb? Okay. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water. Okay, so you can't boil it, so no stew. But roast it with fire, his head with his legs, with the pertenence thereof. What the fuck is a pertenence? Okay. We're gonna Google it. I forgot. But listen, Google doesn't always understand me. Like, you should see my first videos. Oh, which, by the way, all my first videos are not on YouTube. They are on Rumble. And the only reason they're on Rumble is because I'm too lazy to delete them. Okay. What word is that? Pertinence. No, I don't want this. Pertinence.
Here's the definition of pertinent.
I that is not per hold on. Pertinence. What the fuck? What is it? Listen, I can't find okay. So speak ye, tell fathers, number of souls, take the blood, bitter herbs, head and legs. Here you go. Pertenence. Per is it Purtenen? Pertinence. It's a band. Pertinence food. We're gonna go with it. Pertinence, a sunflower having under edible stuff. What is the meaning of pertinence? The inner organs. Ugh. Okay. So you gotta eat all of it. And with the pertinence. Okay. So you gotta eat the whole fucking thing, even the gullet and the rectum. And let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remaineth until the morning burn with fire, and ye shall eat of it, your loins girded. So you got to be wearing a diaper when you eat this food. You got to have your shoes on. Keep your shoes on. And your staff in your hand. And eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. Okay. Okay. So you gotta be. I can't even take life. I can't even. I cannot. I can't. Oh my god. Can you imagine old men with turbans on, wearing a diaper with their shoes on, eating like homeless people? I can't. Oh my god. Listen, listen, God, why did you do? Why? Why? Why would you do this? They're in a diaper with their shoes on, eating bread and meat. I can't. Listen, I can't even handle life right now. Listen, listen. I wish I knew how to draw a picture. I would show you what I think that looks like. Oh my God. So, a giant Pampers with their shoes on, standing at a buffet. I can't. Do you guys still do that? Do they make special diapers for this? like the Mormons do with their temple underwear. I'm not making fun of it. I just don't understand it, the magical panties. But is this these are magical diapers. I can't even. Oh my god. Okay. Listen. That's Genesis verse chapter 12 verse 11 by the way. Okay. So you got to eat this stuff really quick in your diaper because I'm going to pass through the land this night and I will smite all the firstborn of Egypt, both man and beast, against all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. Okay, so there is other gods on the risk board. Okay, so there's the Egyptians' gods, plural. So how many gods do they have? How many people are playing Risk with you right now? I know one is Ra, but I don't know the other ones. Is this place close to Egypt? Because pretty soon we're going to get to the Asherah. Shut up, Nikki. We're not there. Mm, okay. Okay. I keep going back and reading that in my head. Okay, so I'm going to kill them and they will know. And the blood shall be on you for a token upon the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you when I smite the land of Egypt. And this day will be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. Yeah, so don't be Salama Fakums. That's a different religion, idiot. I know. But God's tell them, don't be fake like those guys. But they are fake like those guys. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And in the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat. That only may be done for you. Hold on. No manner of work shall be done in these 7 days, except that which every man must eat. That only must, um, that only may be done of you. So you can only eat for 7 days. And observe the feast of unleavened bread. For in this self same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Okay, so the armies, that must be the three tribes that they brought out. 4, 5. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever. In the month, on the 14th day of the month, that even you shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at 7. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month. So January 14th, you can eat unleavened bread, until the 21st day of the month at 7. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. Because if you eat anything leavened, you will be cut off from the vampires, whether it be a stranger or born into the land. Don't eat anything leavened in all your habitations. You will eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elder vampires. So this must be the patriarch that Jesus was talking about. Because Jesus said the patriarchs made the circumcision and the rules. Draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you go out of that door until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he sees the blood, and on the two side posts, the lintel and the two side posts, so the Lord will pass over that door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you. And observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass, when the Lord will give you according as he promised, that keep his servants. Service. Girl, keep his service. And it shall come to pass when you and your children, when your children will say to you, "Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto. I'm so sorry, Naruto." And the children will say to you, "What does this mean?" And you shall say, "It is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the vampires in Egypt when he smote the Egyptians and delivered us. And our people bowed the head and worshipped. And the vampires went away and did as the Lord had commanded. And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh to the firstborn of the captive, and all the firstborn of the cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, all the Egyptians, and there was a great cry in Egypt. But there was not a house where there was not one dead. And he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, "Get the fuck out of my country. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, listen. I wasn't fucking with y'all. Y'all came and fucked with me, and then it was like, nah. And then it wasn't even my fault. I have no idea what the fuck I was doing. What are you doing? Why are all my kids dead?" Right? Hold on. Hold on. Why are you? Okay, so get the fuck out of here. Take all your shit. But bless me, please, because I have no idea what the fuck is happening. I didn't do any of this. I have no idea. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs, being bound up in their clothes and upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel, so the vampires did what Moses said, and they borrowed, they they robbed the Egyptians with a smile, and the Lord gave, okay, and they gave them everything, and the vampires journeyed from Ram Ramesses 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 no Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot. Okay, so it was way more than 600,000. And a mixed multitude went, flocks and herds, very much cattle, and they baked unleavened cakes. For it was not leavened because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither they had prepared themselves any victual. Victual? I don't know. Now, the sojourning of the vampires who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. Okay, see, that is a lot longer than 40 days in the wilderness. See, that's what I've been saying. They're fucking lying about that. It 40 years was the punishment. So this says it's 430 years. So it was 470 years. It was 40 days was 40 days was a punishment. It was not because God was like, okay, extra 40 days, good time. You'll only remember this 40. You remember that 40 because it was a punishment. Shut up, Nikki. I'm shutting up. Listen, I'm telling you. I know. I know. We're not there. We're not there yet. Listen, don't listen to me. But here, it's definitely longer than 40 days. It's 430 days. Okay. 430 years. It was not 40 days, it was 40 years. That was punishment. So they were wandering around for 430 years. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, when the selfsame day came to pass, that the hosts of the Lord went from the land of Egypt. So all the other gods left Egypt. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed by all the children of Israel and their generations. Yeah, but what though? Oh my God. I don't remember what month is this. January, right? It's January. Okay. And the Lord said to Moses, this is, where the fuck am I in life? We're in chapter 12. Favor, okay, 400. And it came to pass at the end of 430 years, it is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them from the land of Egypt, that the night of the Lord to be observed of all the vampires and their generations. What holiday is this? And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. No stranger can eat it, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when you have circumcised him, shall eat it. A foreigner and hired servant, no. In one house shall it be eaten. So you got to congregate. Don't carry, do not carry flesh out of the house, neither don't break a bone. All the congregation of the vampires shall keep it. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover of the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourns among you. Thus did all the vampires do as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the vampires out of the land of Egypt by their armies. When did they become armies? I guess like Reuben, Simeon, the Levites, and the Korites. I guess those are kind of like an army, aren't they? I don't know. Anyway, I talk so much. But I want to say thanks because maybe other people want to say thanks. I think this episode was really cool. I'd give it an A. So make sure you comment on the video platform. This an A. So please and thank you. I love you. Keep your head down, your nose clean, and your shoes tied. Learn word magic. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Love you. Bye.